What's going on, 38th Parallel? This is Kickers Are Bullshit Sunday edition Coaches Preview Show. I'm 0-2, but I'm not out, and I'm going a little bit off the walls with 5 new starters this week. 3 of them which I picked up on the waiver wire. So, getting a little desperate, but I'm not worried yet. So I'm going to jump right in with my prediction of I'm going to beat Jordan. I'm going to get to 1-2, and I'm going to push Jordan to 1-2. You know, this is a bad matchup as far as watchability. This would not be on national TV. The 10th ranked team, which is mine, to Jordan's 8th ranked team. But you know what? Both of us have good track records in this league, so I wouldn't put either one of us out of the running for a postseason run. But let me jump into the matchup this week and into my 5 new starters, 3 of which I picked up on the waiver wire. First, I'm going to ride Tyrod Taylor. Yes, he's been hot 2 weeks, so he's probably ready for a down week. But you know what? It's at Miami, which I think is a fraud. And you know what? I see him putting up multiple touchdowns. So let's go Tyrod Taylor. Let's go Buffalo Bills. Next one is Ted Ginn, who has 16 targets in 2 weeks. I love that pickup and couldn't believe he was in the free agents. He's only projected to get 10.5 points, but what I've gotten from my receivers this year has been terrible. So I'll take 10.5 points all day from a wide receiver. My other pickup came to fruition, the New York Giants defense. You always take a home team's defense against a poor traveling team in the Washington Redskins. It's automatic. Again, couldn't believe the Giants defense was there to pick up, and it rewarded me 11 points. 4.5 points over their projected. So combined my new pickups with big weeks finally from AP and Matt Forte being a major weapon, pretty much the only weapon Chicago has in Seattle. And I see my projected of 112 just narrowly surpassing that to about 115. Put that against who Jordan has, who I think he's projected to get 118, which is a really solid week. I just don't see his players getting there. Peyton Manning, I think, would be lucky to get 20 points at Detroit. Vincent Jackson, I just don't see having that great of a year, and I think Houston is finally going to have a good week. They can't get any worse. DeMarco Murray has been a bust in that system, and then you compare that against the Jets defense. If he even plays, all 3 of those are terrible plays. TJ Yeldon is a good player, but he's not going to get a lot of touches when they're getting blown out by New England. And then Denver's D against a Detroit team that can put up a lot of points. And you have Calvin Johnson. So you want Calvin Johnson to get touchdowns, but you're playing Denver's D. Rookie move, Jordan. You're better than that, and that might be why you're 8th place this year. You never play a defense against one of the guys you're starting. Just not a smart play. So I don't see Jordan getting that 118. I see him getting more around 108, 105. So I do see this being with a matchup within 10 points. So it'll be a really good matchup this week, but I've started out well shooting my projection with the D, and I continue to see my 5 new starters really creating a new wrinkle and really evolving myself into a new wave of players. You know, I had Tony Romo, I had Roddy White, I had Martellus Bennett, I had guys that had produced years before. But you know what? I'm not letting the game pass me by, so that's why I'm starting 5 new players to start off a new winning streak and get in that W column this week. Book it. Also, take to bank my marquee matchups. I'm 2-0, and today I'm pitting 2-0 teams, the 2nd and 3rd ranked teams in the league. Shane's Air Bud Dupree and Andy's Primo team. This is also the closest projection at 112 versus 111, and some guys I really like on both teams. I think Andy Luck's going to have a bounce back week. Think Big Ben is going to have a monster day for Andy in St. Louis. Andy has Le'Veon Bell, James Starks, Chris Johnson, New England's D, Golden Tate, James Jones. I see Andy's team putting up a $130, a $135. And Shane's players I like, but they have tough matchups this week. Brandon Cooks without Drew Brees. Amari Cooper on the East Coast. Terrence Williams without Tony Romo. So, while I do think Shane's team's going to overshoot his projection because he just has really, really good players, I don't see him knocking it out of the park this week to where Andy's at. So I say Andy 135, Shane 122. Andy looks to take control of this league and possibly jump into first place. Those are my picks. Andy, myself, have fun this Sunday, and go Steelers.